Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, y'all see what I see. The big male's doing his job. I don't know how he does it. I think he's kind of wrong with it. But I don't think he does a very good job of fertilizing them. He doesn't do it like my old Tom did that the dogs killed. But anywho, I'm going to show y'all what I was trying to get started on today. And we've got a little time off for New Year's and New Year's Eve. We work half a day New Year's Eve, so I'm getting started now, trying to be ready to do some more work when the holiday time off actually kicks in. Excuse me, I gotta close the gate. I've got all the adult hens and Junior locked in the middle pen. You see what they did to that leaf pile. Showed in the other video. I have not checked all the nesting boxes for eggs, but that black hen's been sitting in that corner. When she got up a little while ago, there was nothing up under her. So I think she's just broody and she hasn't been fertilized. But the hens have been going in and out of the nesting box since I put some straw in there. I hope that gets them used to using it. But let me get over here and show y'all what I was working on. All right, y'all know I bought a new hose for the waterer several months back. I've had it hanging on this 2x4 right here till I had a chance to change it. It's been leaking. We had some freezing weather, so I wasn't worried about it. I needed it to run to keep from freezing, so I just didn't change it. But today, I put Sue in here all by himself. Now, he doesn't have to go in that kennel. He's got food and water. So I've started, let me get around here and show y'all, see what I've shoveled out. I've started scraping this back down to the clay ground, which is what I have here. And just that little corner made that pile out there. But he's got fresh, clean water. And I have not collected the eggs yet. But there's one in that one. And 5 in that one. So I got 6 from the black sex links over here. Not saying they were done. I also took the hardware cloth down that I had across the bottom. That was so if I put babies in here, they couldn't get through the wire. And so far I haven't done that. So I just pulled that hardware cloth down. It can be used for something else. But over this next time off for New Year's and New Year's Eve and all, and it's slow because it's not freezing cold and it's not hot. People don't call heat and air companies like that. Matter of fact, out of the last 4 calls I've done for work, 2 of them were ice machine calls. As that tells you, it slows down quite a bit. So anyway, I need to scoop all this out. I know it's hard for y'all to tell on camera, but that builds up about 6 inches up under that roost. All that's their waste that's accumulated with them nesting on there. So I'm probably going to spend some time getting this pen shoveled out and back down to bare dirt and take all the waste and throw it in my wagon like I did the other pen and haul it back there to where I started my compost pile. And there's a reason for that as well. Several years ago, before we moved into the new building where our office is now, my brother, we converted his old barn into the office, and that's what we worked out of for several years. And he bought some rough sawn lumber from a sawmill in Ellaville, which is not far from us, and he bought a doggone bunch of it. And we did the siding on that building and, you know, little 4-inch strips to cover all the gaps. He's got a lot left over that I was told I could have. Not all of it, but some. I want to use untreated rough lumber to build my raised beds in what's going to be my greenhouse or whatever up there. So I'm going to go pick some of that up in the next week or so and bring it back and get it cut and start building my raised beds. And with that being said, I'm turning around. This pile that I've started back here, which is dirt and the waste from the chicken pens, mix it all up and fill those raised beds with it. And oh, there's a squirrel. If I had my rifle, I'd take him out. But anyway, that'll be some good fertile soil by the time I'm ready to use it. And because chicken poo needs to compost a while, y'all, because it is strong in nitrogen. The nitrogen helps the plants grow and their green leaves and all that. It doesn't help them produce their fruit or the part that we eat, but it helps, well, unless you're planting leafy greens, but it helps that plant a lot. So anyway, I'm going to build my raised beds out of that rough sawn lumber and fill it with all the waste from my chicken and turkey run areas up here. And of course, leaves that I rake up and all that, because I actually did hand rake all this, you know, getting ready for the storm that's coming. So supposedly, we're not supposed to get a bunch of rain out of it, but either way, I wanted a path clear for the water to run and get away from the pens. So it freaked Sue out when I came in with the wagon, but other than that, I'm ready. I've already done quite a bit of work today, so I may not do any more today, I don't know. But tell y'all what I did. When I put that hose on that I bought, I went to unscrew it off the faucet and I had to use my channel locks. And doggone, the fitting on the end of the PVC came off instead of unscrewing. And it didn't look like it had any glue on it. So it's glued now with the Rain or Shine PVC cement. So hopefully that, which it never leaked with me, but it's glued on now. And I got the new hose attached, as I showed y'all a minute ago, and started shoveling his corner out in this pen for his water to sit fairly level. And I'm going to try to get the rest of that pen shoveled out. And I'm sure it's going to be at least 2 wagon loads for me to haul down and put in my compost pile. And that's fine. That's fine. I need it. It's going to do good for my plants when I start planting in those raised beds. And I don't know if I'll plant this year, but I'm definitely going to be planting in raised beds. My ground is just too hard. I can't grow potatoes or any root crops here, even though that garden's been bottom plowed, you know, 1.5 feet deep. And I've added tons and tons of lime and nitrogen to that soil, trying to build it up for my garden. It's so hard. After it rains a couple times, it packs in. It's hard to plant, and my root crops will not grow back there. So I'm going to raise beds instead. And that could be done if somebody was back there taking care of it every day like a job, you know, where I'm not out on my job. I'm here and I'm keeping the soil tilled and all that stuff. The ground's fertile. It's great for growing stuff, but it just gets too hard without it being composted and taken care of. So anyway, that's my idea. And I cut down that little fig tree on this side of the bigger fig tree and just cut it over with the mower. Doggone, it's got a little green coming up out of it, like it's trying to grow back. I may dig that root ball up and plant it out in my field, which is where I want my fruit trees to be down the road, and see if I can't get that tree to grow out there. Because once I get this goat pen fenced in, they're going to kill any tree that's in there. So that'll give me a head start on the new fruit trees. But I just wanted to show y'all, I'm not trying to get it all done today. Last time it took me a month and a half to heal from the blisters from doing that first pen. But the middle pen still needs doing, and this end pen. And I'm starting on it, and I'm going to take my time over my time off from work and weekends and as the weather allows. So just wanted to let y'all know I am working on it. I mean, the water does not leak anymore, so that's a good thing. And I'm going to get back to work and get a little bit more done before it's too late in the evening or the rain moves in for me to do anything. And look at them just destroying that leaf pile. I could put them in a garden and they'd till it up good. But either way, look, both Toms are out. You see him limping on that leg? He holds that right leg up a lot. but he does use it. But he hurt that right leg. But the big male is trying to start something with him, and he's in no shape to fight for that. So he'll end up going back in the pen and get up on the roost. And well, the hen in the corner is raising sand. She may be finally laying her egg. Yep, there it is. She got an egg up under her, and then she got up. I wish she'd lay in them nesting boxes, but let's see if I can show y'all. Hens make a racket when they lay their egg, y'all. I'm sure it ain't comfortable egg coming out your teeth behind like that, but whoop, it's not focusing. But the egg's back there on the ground. So all the feeders are full enough to get through today. I'm probably going to fill them up before I go in for the night, just because if it does rain an awful lot tomorrow, which we've got like a 93% chance, I won't have to come out in the rain and fill them up. But the hens are, that straw in the nesting box is working. The hens are getting in there, and I'm hoping that gets them to lay in there. So anywho, just showing y'all I'm doing a little bit as I can. And yesterday I spent time adjusting all the hinges on my gates, all the gates, all 4 of them. I adjusted the hinges on them so that I didn't have to pick up on the door when I latched it, and didn't scrub the ground and all that. So I got them a little bit higher off the ground. That gate there swings all the way open now and doesn't touch the ground. The main gate where I come in and out swings all the way open, doesn't touch the ground. And this one comes about halfway, which is fine. I probably need to replace those hinges. They were the weakest. And then I adjusted these big old hinges down here to lift it up a little bit. It swings all the way open without hitting. So just makes it easier for me to get in and out. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, following me on Rumble. That means the world to me. Rumble is such a more free platform than YouTube. If you don't have a Rumble account, download it. It's an app just like YouTube. You can watch videos of people and channels you want to follow, and there's a lot more free speech on Rumble than there is YouTube. So thank y'all for watching. Remember what I always told you: Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe, be prepared.